In this week's video, we take a look at the latest passenger onboarding utilities that is in development at the moment, as well as the latest on Sim Update 13 beta and all of this week's latest announcements and release news. So let's not waste any more time and jump into the video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, Got Friends, their latest project, which is the Wildcat, is set to release before the end of the month and may even be released by the time this video goes live. The team has been in development with the Wildcat for well over 2 years now and expect the release of the aircraft over on their website and also in the InSim Marketplace store. The Wildcat was designed as a fighter, but it was based around to work on American aircraft carriers. It first flew in 1937 and went into service in 1940, and it was retired by the time we hit 1945. It was a short period, but over that time there were 7,800 plus Wildcats were built. Got Friends' version of the Wildcat is set to release with jam-packed full of features. Some of the highlights including is high fidelity model aircraft carrier compatibility with built-in launch and recovery features, complex electrical systems, engine vibration effects on the interior and the exterior, propeller damage, crash damage, and visual sparks and smoke and heat is all included in the package. Custom-wise sound set pack, multiplayer animations, simulated engine priming and animated feedbacks, dynamic airframe drag. These are only a few options that will be available for release of the Wildcat, but it appears it is a very detailed new warbird for the sim. Got Friends Wildcat will be available over on their website and the InSim Marketplace when it does come available. There is a bit of a backlog list there, so we don't know when it's going to release there, but the team have obviously aimed at doing so. Link is in the description below for the Got Friends website where you can pick it up, and like I said, it may be even released by the time you watch this video. The team over at Passenger 2 announced earlier this year that the in-development passenger experience add-on was in development. At the time, the team only had limited information about the project of Passenger 2 and how it works. However, the team aims at delivering the most advanced passenger realism experience and a feature-packed add-on that simmers have been waiting for since the days of FS Passenger. This time around, the team showcase some of how Passenger 2 actually works in their latest YouTube video. Scott, the lead developer of Passenger 2, showcased the boarding and pushback features of the utility, which has a significant milestone reached for the software development so far. The onboarding of Passenger 2 will allow simmers to watch animated passengers boarding the aircraft with individual seat maps, which then crew will then carry out their duties at the same time. Passenger 2 will allow simmers to embark on a career as an airliner pilot or also enjoy solo flights. The add-on will evaluate simmers based on their flight performance and customer service, providing interactive passenger reaction during the flight. It will also be compatible with GSX, aligning the systems with the announcements of various flight phases. This is showcased in the video as well. When GSX used to push back the aircraft, Passenger 2 picks up on that and starts its cabin safety announcements. Passenger 2 is scheduled to release in Q4 2023. We will leave a link in the description below where you can check out the latest development and updates from the team over at Passenger 2, and you can check out their update YouTube video. If you are enjoying what we're doing, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost any money. You just got to click on that button. It also helps grow the channel and tells YouTube about our channel so we can spread the word of flight simulation to more people and grow a hobby. So thank you very much for the support. Kicking off this week's release news, MK Studios only last week announced they were releasing Kana Susuwal, hopefully I said that correctly, airport, but now it has been released. This airport is part of a total of 5 handcrafted airports for this scenery package, but Kana Susuwal is the main highlight. The airport is a hub for Greenland and is one of only 2 civilian airports that is able to handle a larger airliners, and amongst this it has a stunning Arctic landscape, vast tundras, picturesque mountains, and also challenging approaches. Features included in the package is a lifelike recreation of the airport, including detailed terminal interiors, custom 20cm pixels that covers the airport and the city area, custom airport and city elevation data, full rendition of the city including 150 custom buildings, 4 other custom handcrafted airports which I can't pronounce so I won't include those here, custom ground poly with lines, dirt markings, and more realistic night lighting, 3D snow and icebergs, and you can pick up your copy of Kana Susula Airport from NK 2K Studios directly from any build store. Links in the description below, and always you can pick up on my pronouncements and put it in the comments below. Let me know what I did wrong this time around. In another airport release this week, this time it being the team from over at FSDG who've released a Jerba Airport. Again, this airport was only announced last week, and the team have released their version of the international airport. The airport itself serves the island of Jerba, which is off the coast of Tanzania, and serves a bunch of airlines such as Air France, Brussels Airlines, Luxair, and Smartwings, just to mention a few. These airliners are mostly seasonal from Europe to this airport. As always, FSDG doesn't go nuts when it comes to listing the highlights and features of their products, but what we've found, it has a realistic rendition of the airport, authentic light environments, dynamic lighting, reflective textures, animated jetways, optimized for performance, and is compatible with GSX. You can pick up your copy of FSDG's Jerba Airport over at the FSDG store. Links in the description below. Apex Gaming PCs and the Oz Flight Simmer channel have partnered up to create a range of gaming flight simmer PCs tailored to flight simulation pilots in mind. The private pilot and the commercial pilot range has been designed to provide a great frame rates if you are on a budget, or if you're an experienced simmer and want to take your simming to the next level. You can even customize to suit your virtual pilot needs. Links in the description below if you want to check out the new range of Oz Flight Simmer PCs, the private pilot and the commercial pilot. Moving on to this week's Sim Update news, and as mentioned by the Microsoft team last week, the release of Sim Update 13 has been pushed back by 1 week. This was allowed the team to take a look at issues that were pointed out by the beta testers. The beta testers were treated to another Sim Update 13 this week with a new build, which is 1.34.16.0. This build only contained one lot of fixes, which was to fix localization bugs, and from the looks of being only minor additions to this beta build, we are looking to have a solid update next week. Sim Update is still scheduled for release on the 28th of September. The Microsoft team also mentioned the next local Legend aircraft, which was to be released today, has been pushed back to the release at the same time with Sim Update 13 next week. The Scenery Gateway tool, which was scheduled to release with Sim Update 13, so long as Microsoft team could get all the appropriate sign-offs done, which we haven't heard any updates from the team about the Scenery Gateway for a little while now, so it looks like it will be a lucky dip on this one if we'll see it release next week as well. Moving over to this week's backlog list, and the list of new products has grown by 46. From the looks of it, we have not seen any of the benefits from the new iterations of the testing process that the Microsoft team are just going through at the moment, which we're hoping to see larger releases when it comes to the in-sim marketplace soon, but just not yet. When it comes to this week's backlog list, aircraft are up by 4, missions are up by 4, sceneries are holding steady with no change, liveries are up by 16, airports are up by 22, and when it comes to the other category, it's staying steady with no change. This week's in-sim marketplace, again, we've only seen one aircraft release, and this one is the Heaven Designs UAV drone. It's not even an aircraft that you can put a pilot and sit in it, it's a drone. That being said, other releases included in this week's in-sim marketplace is 4 livery packs, the SoFly Checklist Pro, which is available for Xbox users now, which is a great addition if you're new to simming, 2 excursion packs, 4 night lighting packs, and 12 airports. There is no major releases when it comes to the in-sim marketplace this week. We are adding a new segment to the weekly videos here. We will pick out one outstanding question and hopefully go out and find the answer. If you have an outstanding question, please drop it in the comments below. We'll pick out our favorite one and include it in a future video. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you like what we do. It's absolutely free, it doesn't cost any money. It also helps the channel grow, which then allows us to spread the word of flight simulation hobby to more people around the world. So thank you very much for your support.